If you thought Jaguar Wright was done stirring the pot, think again. Because in the latest chapter of Chaos, she set her sights on none other than Kandi Burruss, and let's just say, it's not pretty. From bold accusations to cryptic truth bombs, Jaguar is dragging Kandi's name into a scandal so messy, it's cracking open Todd Tucker's past like a vault no one was supposed to touch.
Yep.
Todd's skeletons are tumbling out, and Jaguar? She's narrating the whole thing like a one-woman expose. If you were in Kandi's shoes, blindsided, slandered, and suddenly forced to relive your husband's worst secrets in public, what would you do? Sit back in silence, or light the whole internet on fire? Because the internet couldn't believe it, and you won't either. Jaguar's receipts are insane. Not her dragging Todd's past into this. That man's quiet for a reason. From alleged backdoor industry deals to shady backstage moments and whispered betrayals, this isn't just gossip. This is reputation warfare. Let's break it all down, and trust me, it gets uglier than anyone expected. But first, how did Kandi even get caught up in this chaos? To understand the chaos unraveling now, we have to rewind back to where it all seemed perfect. Back to the days when Kandi Burruss was riding high on Bravo's reality throne, Todd Tucker was playing the supportive husband role to perfection, and Jaguar Wright? Well, she was somewhere on the internet, screaming into microphones about everybody's dirty laundry except theirs. But like all good storms, this one didn't come out of nowhere. It built quietly. Kandi Burruss is a survivor, a powerhouse. From her days in Escape to writing hits for Beyoncé to building her multi-million-dollar empire, she's done it all. She's handled fame, family feuds, even Mama Joyce, and made it out smiling with a bag in her hand. Todd Tucker? He entered Kandi's world as a production guy, a background player, quiet, observant, calculated. Some people said he was lucky. Others said he was smart. Either way, he married into one of the most unshakable brands in the industry. But when you marry a mogul, the pressure's different. For years, fans had speculated about Todd's ambitions. He was producing, directing, managing businesses, but in Kandi's shadow, whether he admitted it or not. And as time passed, whispers began to creep in. Not loud enough to catch headlines, but just enough to rattle the edges. Why is Todd always working on projects Kandi's not promoting? Who's funding these side ventures? Why is Carmen, yes, that Carmen, popping back up on set? Still, nothing concrete. Just vibes. Then Jaguar Wright entered the chat. Known for her no-holds-barred rants, Jaguar has taken aim at everyone from Common to the Roots to Mary J. Blige. And every time she pops up online, it's like the internet's version of a fire alarm.
She's raw.
She's messy. And somehow, she always has receipts. Or, at least, what she calls receipts. But this time, she didn't just name names. She named Kandi. And then, like a grenade with a pulled pin, she let it all explode. In a live stream that racked up over 500,000 views in 48 hours, Jaguar sat in a car, sunglasses on, voice cracking, and said, "Y'all really out here praising Kandi like she's the queen of clean. But she been dirty. And that man Todd? I know things about him that would make your wig melt off." The internet lost it. Clips started flying across Twitter. TikToks dissected every second of the live stream. Reddit lit up with wild theories. But the part that shook everyone came halfway through the rant, when Jaguar dropped this. Let's talk about that trip to Miami. 2016, Todd, backstage. That camera crew wasn't just filming B-roll, baby. That was all she said. No names. No direct accusation. But it didn't matter. The internet filled in the blanks, and the timeline was suddenly obsessed with figuring out what happened on that Miami trip, and more importantly, why Jaguar knew about it. Now here's where things got messy for real. Someone, no one knows who, leaked an old backstage photo. It showed Todd holding a drink, standing close to a woman that definitely wasn't Kandi. In fact, it looked a lot like a background vocalist from one of Jaguar's old performance videos. Suddenly, timelines were syncing. Stories were aligning. And that tiny hint Jaguar dropped? It turned into a full-blown investigation by fans, bloggers, and gossip detectives. Was it real? Was there a backstage hookup? Did Kandi know? Nobody had answers. But the drama didn't stop there, because Jaguar went live again. This time more aggressive, eyes locked on the camera. And she said, "Y'all think this is just tea? Nah, this is history. Todd's been playing innocent for too long. That man had deals going on behind Kandi's back, and guess who helped broker them? People she thought were friends." The timeline exploded. What deals? Is she talking about that Atlanta film pitch Todd tried to get off the ground in 2017? Not Carmen again. Please. The rabbit hole just got deeper. Then, someone posted a fake DM screenshot, allegedly from Jaguar, sent to a small Atlanta gossip blog. In it, she wrote, "I'm not saying Kandi knew everything, but she definitely protected Todd when she should have been asking questions." Boom. That was the crack. Because now it wasn't just Todd being shady. It was Kandi, America's favorite Bravo boss lady, possibly turning a blind eye. Or worse, helping cover up something bigger. Suddenly, every old interview Kandi ever gave about trust and loyalty was under a microscope. That 2019 Watch What Happens Live appearance, where she laughed off rumors about Todd's business partners, reshared over 2 million times. That old YouTube vlog where she talked about never going through Todd's phone, it was now a crime scene. But here's the real twist. Kandi still said nothing. No tweets. No shade. No subtle Instagram captions. Nothing. And that silence? Oh, it spoke volumes. People started choosing sides. Some claimed Kandi was handling it with class. Others said she was guilty and trying to lay low. Jaguar, of course, kept talking. She even teased an upcoming docuseries where she planned to go deeper into the Atlanta industry pipeline and name names. They built their brand on silence. I'm about to burn the silence down. Because Jaguar Wright didn't just keep talking, she started dropping receipts. And whether they were real, fake, or straight from the Department of Creative Fiction, it didn't matter. The internet was hooked. It started with an old voicemail. Jaguar posted a clipped, staticky recording on her IG story. No names were used, but the voice was unmistakable. Fans who'd watched RHOA for years swore up and down that it was Todd. In the message, the man says, "I'm telling you, if Kandi finds out what happened in Miami, it's over. Delete everything. We were never there." That was it. Just one grainy, 7-second clip, and the floodgates flew open. Bloggers had a field day. TikTok lawyers started analyzing tone, cadence, even background noise, like they were auditioning for CSI Atlanta. Some said it was AI. Some said it was 100% real. One messy gossip page claimed the original voicemail came from a burner phone that Jaguar had kept for years. Meanwhile, Kandi? Still silent. But fans weren't. And neither was Todd. Because not even 48 hours later, Todd went live on Instagram. And if he was trying to clear his name, he failed spectacularly. He looked tired, defensive, rambling, kept glancing off camera like someone was coaching him. Y'all need to stop believing lies. I don't know what Jaguar's problem is, but dragging my wife into this? That's just foul. Wrong move. Because the second he said, "I don't know what her problem is," Jaguar went nuclear. She uploaded a new video titled, "Todd Tucker, the industry's best-kept secret until now." The thumbnail? A blurry photo of Todd in a studio, standing next to an unknown woman with a caption, "She knew everything. So, did Kandi." Jaguar claimed in the video that Todd had made multiple deals behind Kandi's back, some involving hush money, others involving quiet real estate purchases. She even alleged he used a different LLC, TT Strategic Holdings, to funnel money to an unnamed third party after that infamous Miami trip. Now, was any of this confirmed? Absolutely not. But did it matter? No. Because the streets were buzzing. And the more chaotic it got, the more people believed her. Even shady bloggers who normally avoided Jaguar's stories started covering it. One post read, "Is Jaguar crazy? Maybe. But that doesn't mean she's lying." Then came the alleged leaked wire transfer. A screenshot began circulating on Twitter, supposedly showing a $6,000 PayPal payment from TT Strategic Holdings to an account linked to a woman named V. Lane. No one knew who V. Lane was until fans found an old tagged photo of her with both Todd and Kandi at a charity gala in 2015.
Boom.
Suddenly, V. Lane was trending. Her Instagram went private. And someone, we still don't know who, leaked old text messages between her and a contact saved as T Briefcase. V. Lane, you said she wouldn't find out. T Briefcase, she won't. Just lay low. We'll be in Miami again next month. Now here's where it gets messy in a whole new way. A throwback blog post from 2016 resurfaced, claiming Todd had been in Miami with an unnamed woman during a music video shoot, but at the time, it had been dismissed as tabloid nonsense. Suddenly, that old headline? Front page again. Fans started connecting dots. Or drawing them really. Because this wasn't about facts anymore. It was about vibes, screenshots, and suspicion. Meanwhile, Kandi remained radio silent. But her team didn't. One of Kandi's longtime friends, a stylist who's worked with her since the early Xscape days, tweeted and later deleted, "It's always the ones you protect the most who end up embarrassing you the worst." People took that as confirmation. Even Todd's own team started falling apart. A junior producer who'd worked with him on a failed pilot show went anonymous on a gossip podcast and spilled. Todd always wanted out of Kandi's shadow. He used to say he was the brains behind the brand. But when the checks came in, they had her name on them.
Yikes.
Then came the biggest drop yet. Jaguar claimed she had a video, not of anything explicit, but of Todd in a hotel room, pacing on the phone, saying things that would allegedly change how people saw Kandi forever. She didn't post the video. She didn't even share a screenshot. She just said she had it. And that was enough. Because now, everyone was waiting.
Fans.
Enemies.
Blogs.
Even people who barely knew who Todd Tucker was were refreshing Jaguar's page like it was the finale of Scandal. But just when it seemed like she'd finally post the clip, she disappeared. No updates. No lives. No rants. Nothing. Speculation went wild. Had she been silenced? Was she bought off? Was the video fake all along? Theories started flying. Kandi's legal team shut her down. Todd paid her to back off. She was bluffing and got exposed. Then, in classic chaotic fashion, Jaguar came back 3 days later and said, "Nah, I just needed a break. But y'all still want that video? Say less." She never posted it. But by then, it didn't matter. The damage was done. Todd's name was in shambles. Kandi's reputation was cracked. And their entire power couple image? Officially unstable. Even Bravo got dragged into the mess. A former producer anonymously said they were reconsidering, including Todd in any upcoming Kandi-led spin-offs. And the fans? They were tired, suspicious, and divided. One tweet summed it up best. "We used to root for them. Now we're just watching to see who falls first." But just when we thought it was over, another name came up. And this one might have been the final blow Kandi never saw coming. So the internet thought it had reached the bottom of the scandal until a name surfaced that turned this drama into something personal.
Joyce.
As in Mama Joyce, Kandi's mother, TV legend, and walking lie detector. And yes, she had something to say. At first, it was just a whisper. A now-deleted post on a Housewives fan page claimed Mama Joyce had been trying to warn Kandi for years about Todd's hidden agenda. But that's nothing new, right? She's never been Todd's biggest fan. This was different. Because a private audio clip leaked, a voicemail left by Mama Joyce on a friend's phone. In it, she says, I told her this man was only around for the money. And now he's out here letting that Jaguar woman run her mouth. He better be glad I ain't run up on him yet." Now, whether that clip was real or not, it lit the entire internet on fire. Suddenly, fans were calling Mama Joyce the prophet of Atlanta. Memes were everywhere. "She warned us," started trending on Twitter. And for the first time, the narrative turned from Kandi got caught in drama to Kandi was betrayed by everyone, and she knew it deep down. But the real heartbreak? That came from Kandi herself. Because after weeks of silence, denial, and staying graceful under pressure. She broke. Not on a press tour, not on a live stream, but in a single, shaky post on her Instagram story. A black screen, white letters, no caption. Some people will ride with you until they see a shortcut. That's all she wrote. But that sentence? It spoke volumes. Within minutes, blogs reposted it. Fans flooded her comments. People started asking, is the marriage over? Is Todd gone? Was all of this building toward a public separation? Then came the photo. Paparazzi snapped Kandi walking alone into a downtown Atlanta law office. Head down, sunglasses on, wedding ring gone. The blogs lost their minds. Kandi meets with divorce attorney. Todd Tucker moves out. Family cracks under pressure. But the real twist? It wasn't about the marriage. It was about the business. According to a trusted entertainment source, Kandi was there to restructure ownership on multiple properties and LLCs, removing Todd's name from several key ventures, including restaurant partnerships and production companies. In short, she wasn't just walking away. She was taking everything with her. But here's the craziest part of all this. Todd never defended himself again. No more lives. No more vague tweets. No press. No statements. Nothing. People close to him say he's been reflective. Others say he's been ghosted by people he thought were his allies. One producer even claimed Todd had been quietly dropped from several pitches and meetings following the scandal. And what about Jaguar? Well, she moved on. Another celebrity. Another takedown. Another trail of chaos. She never did drop that so-called hotel video. Never mentioned Kandi again. Like a hidden run, she made her point and vanished. But the damage?
Permanent.
Kandi's fans now side-eye everything Todd ever did. The power couple brand?
Cracked.
Possibly broken forever. The silence between them? Deafening. And the saddest part? The love that built businesses, reality shows, and a blended family might have collapsed under secrets, ambition, and a few too many quiet deals. Because sometimes, it's not the loudest betrayal that destroys you. It's the one that slips in silently while you're too busy protecting everyone else. And, in the end, she vanished without a trace, but the secret stayed. So now the question is, what do you believe? Was Jaguar Wright telling the truth? Was Todd's silence guilt? Or grace under pressure? And most importantly, did Kandi see this coming? This wasn't just gossip. It became a full-on breakdown of trust, power, and public perception. The kind of drama that doesn't just trend. It lingers. In interviews, in comments, in relationships. Because behind every power couple is a power struggle. And behind every silence, a secret waiting to explode. You saw the screenshots. You heard the voicemails. You watched the internet flip overnight. Now it's your turn. Speech balloon, what would you do if your name got dragged into drama you didn't even start, but it exposed something you never wanted the world to see? Would you fight back? Or would you pull the plug, erase your name from the credits, and walk out with your dignity intact? Tell us in the comments. We want your take, messy, honest, or savage. Drop your wildest theories below. And if you thought this was the end, think again. Because word on the street is another ATL reality couple is about to get exposed, and the quiet wife everyone thought was sleeping, she's wide awake now. So hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications.